Hello there. Welcome to week 8 of Kyle and Maggie's Money Making Picks. Last week we went 2-2 again. Both went 1-1, so that brings us to 15-9 on the season. Still doing pretty well. Maggie is 8-4 on the season. I'm 7-5. Haven't had above a 2-2 record the last couple of weeks, but we haven't been below 2-2 either. So it's still going.
That's going to change this week.
Oh, it's changing this week. All right. So if you're just tuning in, you missed 7 weeks. What are you doing? But how we do this is we both make 2 picks. We don't tell each other what we're picking until we're on video. So if we have the same picks, it'll either be 3 or 2 picks for the week, but we're hoping for 4 if we don't have anything the same. And then we'll see how we do against the spread.
Yep.
So without further ado, week 8 picks. Maggie, you want to start?
Sure. Okay, so my first pick, I've got the Panthers -3 at the Bears. Okay. And the Panthers are 3-0 on the road, and I just really feel like Cam Newton's experience over Trubisky, I just feel like the Panthers, it could be a pretty easy matchup for them this week in Chicago.
Okay. On the road in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
-3?
Yep.
All right, my first pick is Tennessee -5.5 at the Browns.
Okay.
It's the Browns. That's the first part. And they have Deshaun Kaiser back. We've had a lot of luck this season going against Deshaun Kaiser, who only has 3 touchdowns, but he has 9 interceptions and 2 fumbles, so I'm glad he's back at quarterback. They haven't scored more than 18 points at home, and Tennessee is 5-2 against the spread all time against Cleveland, and Cleveland's just 6-25-1 in their last 32 games against the spread, so obviously that's great. And then Mariota should be a little more healthy this week. They might not have DeMarco Murray, but Derrick Henry's a great backup anyway, so either way, I think they'll be fine there. And going against the Browns, that's always a good bet. So yeah. I'm going to go with Tennessee -5.5. I can see it getting up to as high as -6.5. I'm okay with that. -7, it's the toss-up at that point, but I don't see it get that far. So
Okay, I like it. I like it. My second pick, I have the Vikings -5.5 against the Ravens. So the Vikings are at home, which I feel like is a big advantage for their crowd. And I just feel like Keenum against Flacco. Keenum's actually got more yards, more touchdowns, and far less interceptions than Flacco on the season. So I just feel like the Ravens have been pretty rough. I've picked against them a couple times this season, so I'm just hoping that they win. So I'm rooting for the Vikings -5.5. I don't know if that'll change or not, but.
And the Ravens might be missing Macklin and Wallace again, so that cuts down on the receivers. They'll at least be missing one. They signed somebody from the practice squad, so that gives an indication at least one guy's probably going to miss.
I knew all that.
So I'm going to go Buffalo -3 versus Tampa as my last one. So I like Buffalo at home coming off a bye. Obviously, that's always good. You have extra preparation and you're playing at home. And they'll be playing against Jameis Winston that won't be 100%. Thought it might be have a chance to be Fitzpatrick, but it looks like Winston's definitely going to start, which is okay. I was hoping that would drive the number down a little bit, but it stayed right at -3, which is fine. Buffalo's 2-0 at home this season, while Tampa Bay is 0-2 on the road. And before Fitzpatrick let them back in what was a blowout last week, they got blown out by Minnesota on the road, and they were getting blown out in Arizona. So they haven't looked really good on the road at all. Buffalo is 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay is just 1-4 against the spread following a loss, and 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games. So I like Buffalo. I think they're a very underrated team. You know how much I like Tyrod Taylor, despite him not having any weapons to throw to. I still like him. I think it's a big game for LaShawn McCoy, and I think they cover the 3.
Okay.
You like it?
I like it, and I'm feeling the Bills' defense this week, so that's good for my fantasy, too.
That is good. Well, thanks again for joining us for Week 8. Best of luck in your fantasy football leagues and your wagers. Please share on Facebook and retweet this on Twitter so we can get more views, and good luck.